When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Florida Gators and the Golden Eagles ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Florida's offense will be first on the attack. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Baugh. This guy's one of the best running backs in all of college football, and he'll get the rock in this one.
When you think back to last year's national championship run, you just think about them being physical in their ability to run the football. And now this guy's back, and he thinks even better. I cannot wait to see what kind of start this guy's able to get off to this season based on all the success he had a year ago.
And it's just special to have this guy back. Like, to be able to do what you did a year ago, and for him to say, hey, I want to come back, I want to get better, I want to stay on the same squad. So it kind of galvanized this squad in the offseason. It kept everybody closer together, and it made them believe that they can do it again. And so I'm interested. You said he might have gotten better. If he's gotten better, you better watch out, college football world.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know.
Wide open spaces. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. The Golden Eagles offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number one guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's 2 in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double 2 guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these 2 big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
Moving the pocket, it's Hayes. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Throwing, Imaliava. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Got his man on the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one just came off his hand badly.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes a grab past the marker. Racing to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Trying to establish the run. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Golden Eagles have their offense in high gear. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And he gets it away.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And it'll be a touchdown.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Napier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Iamaleava. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice playoff. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Right side, it's Brown. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Left side, it's Brown. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Napier. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Saying in the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Caught at the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Out wide right, it's Brown. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Gators! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll ride him again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Throwing, Imaliava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Finds his man on the RPO. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Sells the run, looking to pass. Chunked it away just as he was hit. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Out wide left, it's Brown. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Hard running there. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Brown. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Escapes the pressure going right. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the red zone, it's ball. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's now up to 75 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Left side is Sullivan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. The Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to get started. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Gators sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Play fake, Iamaleava. Look out. They get to him as he throws. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to run with ball. And he's in. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here. They'll give it on the counter. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab down the left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And I like the aggressive.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Gators want to move quickly.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Out wide right, it's Brown. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Play action, Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the 1st down.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was. Oh, and they blocked it. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. The returner will field it and bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Complete out left to Wilson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Drops back. It's Iamaleava. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Marsh. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st. The sure hands, it's Montgomery. The Gators are going to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Iamaleava to the air again. Out wide right, it's Brown. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Iamaleava. Lets it fly. Left side, it's Montgomery. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 13 team, the Utah Utes.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. we check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, I caught up with the head coach at the half. He talked to his team about turnovers. Ball security was really an issue in the first quarter. Even though his quarterback has performed well, ball security. The other thing they talked about was getting the running game going. That will put less pressure on the quarterback. He will have a little more composure to make those decisions if their run game comes alive right now. I'll let you know if they can get that ground game going here to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Right side, it's Shields. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Golden Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, the ground game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. They've got him corralled. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Sets his feet. It's Hayes. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Throwing, Imaliava. He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and long right here. making the adjustment. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. On the move, he fires. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. Fighting off the defender. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. The Golden Eagles will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looks it in. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. 2nd and long here. Iamaleava on the play action. Fires left. Nice play to knock that one down.
You know, if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on quick.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. It's complete on the right side. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. And the Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sims. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Finds a crease. It's James. Finding some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Going with the counter play here. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Here's a give the ball. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's ball. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gators in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
See some running room. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. 4th down, Iamaleava. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Handoff for Ball. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Running inside. It's Montgomery. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. They were all over it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. The Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. Looking for running room. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on third down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking for a big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Right side, it's Marsh. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the... And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Gators will hustle to the line.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important.
Hits him in stride at the 10. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Trying the run, it's Ball. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hits inside, it's Sims. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Long way to go on second down. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And the Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Iamaleava rushes on. On the run, fires downfield. Gets a hand in there.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Left side is Marsh. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Iamaleava. Makes a catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Pulls it. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. A long way to go for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense all over him. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, it's Sims. They put the brakes on him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Golden Eagles will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got...
They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. He's loose down the left side. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Gets it out to the 44, and he's out of bounds, and now this offense has spectacular field position. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Throwing, Imaliava. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Out wide left, it's Sullivan. Hits the crease. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Under pressure. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, here's a give the ball. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Left side, it's ball. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the option, he'll pitch it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.